and welcome here to Talk FCB and welcome back to the channel, guys. Before this game, as you know, I was concerned about heading to San Mamés. It was always going to be a difficult game against Athletic, and I also have to say that after the opening 3 minutes of the game, I was even more concerned. But as it went on, and as we hit back, Barca produced one of their best performances, I feel, of the season, with Messi at his absolute best. We're going to discuss it all and break it down, because this was a good one. Let's get to it. Come on! And indeed, today's big match review is coming to you courtesy of the One Football app, so to stay updated with everything from La Liga, from Barcelona, to all of the major leagues around the world. You can download the app in the description down below. But in terms of the starting lineup from the game, it was incredibly exactly as we said once again, with Busquets there keeping his place in midfield and Antoine Griezmann coming in for Martin Braithwaite. And I did feel as though, right throughout the game, credit to Ronald Koeman, the players that he chose, the formation that he chose, the way we set up throughout the game, it did work well. I think we did have to adjust defensively, though, as the game went on, and that did help us, especially because of how we started, which I felt was a bit naive. Because as you can see here, just minutes into the game, I think it was far too easy for Athletic Club there to breach our back line. You can see how high we are, and we know that Barca do play a high line, but when you're playing there up against somebody like Iñaki Williams, you can't leave that sort of space. And I also think there, as that ball is played in behind, I'd also look at Ter Stegen and say maybe the starting position needs to be a bit better, because as that ball there is played in behind, Iñaki Williams, as we know, is quick enough there to get away from Longley. I think he's also allowed to cut inside far too easily, and it's a finish there that flies past Ter Stegen before he can do anything about it. And believe me, like I say, at that point in the game, alarm bells are ringing. We've gone away from home, we're at San Mamés, it's a tough game, you're 1-0 down within 3 minutes. It is a worrying start, but certainly there, as that game went on for me, not only going forward, not only in terms of our goals, but also defensively, I think we got a bit more streetwise. I think we were a bit more aware there of what Athletic can do, and as that game went on, particularly there in the second half, you did just see us at times sit off a little bit, drop a bit deeper, not leave all of that vast amount of space that could be exposed at any moment by somebody like Iñaki Williams. And in terms of hitting back, huge credit here to the players, and also the fact that Koeman has instilled a mentality whereby they do hit back, and we really did today, and that was a massive positive, because once again we got our heads up, we carried on pushing, and really the game was ours from that moment on. Because there was chances there after that from Serginho Dest, who had a good shot at goal there, saved by the goalkeeper, and also Ousmane Dembele was keeping the goalkeeper busy, and Dembele was certainly a very big outlet for us right throughout the game. But it was on 14 minutes where the magic really began from Lionel Messi, and nobody else saw it. Because this is an absolutely incredible pass that only Messi could not only see, but execute. He sees that run there of De Jong. We've seen it many times in recent games. De Jong starting from a deeper role, but getting in behind, getting into the box there, he does really well, not only to make that run, but once he gets on the end of that floating pass from Messi, he does so well to not only keep it in play, but actually direct the ball there back into the area, into the path of Pedri. And you've also got to give credit to the young man himself, because you think back to the game there just a few days ago against Huesca, he got into that same position time and time again. He had big chances in front of goal that he didn't put away. This time, he got into that position again, but he buried it. Barca were back on level terms, and that was a great goal and a great move. And of course, right throughout that first half, the absolutely magnificent duo of Lionel Messi and of Pedri, it was standing head and shoulders above anything else that we could see there out on the field. And it was Messi, as usual. When he scores, he's often not only the player that finishes the move, but also the player that starts it. He's got the ball there in the central area, he slides it in behind there to Pedri, who again is making a really good run in behind the defence. And this is what I love about Pedri. Even despite the fact that he is such a young player, he's not experienced at playing with Messi, but he already knows what he's going to do. He knows the run that Messi is going to make, and it's not the first time there where he's just played him in with a little back heel. And the back heel this time around is so good that he actually deceives the goalkeeper. Unai Simon there is rushing out to Pedri, but Pedri just back heels it into the path of Messi. Messi then has an easy finish, and going into half-time, 2-1 ahead after such a bad start, that was really impressive to come back in that way. And I think the one thing that you were thinking there when we were going into that second half, after such a good response in the first, you were thinking, okay, but can we continue that now? Are we going to continue seeing Barca play at this kind of level, or are we going to drop off? And I think Messi really did come alive in that second half. He was not going to allow the team here to drop off and just settle for what they've got. He was going for more, and he was absolutely brilliant in that second half. And what he was doing, he was just firing shots in, left, right, centre, and they were all so close to going in. 52 minutes gone, Messi there having a disallowed goal. It's a really good ball through from Frenkie de Jong. Messi there with a great first touch, gets it out of his feet. He's into the area, and it's an electric finish. It really, really is. Now, of course, that goal was called offside, but it wasn't called offside until after that play had finished. So that finish from Messi, regardless of whether it was offside or not, it was still a very, very good finish. And just minutes later, that confidence was showing. He had an effort there that cannoned off the post. It was a really good curling effort towards goal. Messi, absolutely fantastic. Their goalkeeper was beaten before finally he gets his reward for the second time. Just after the hour mark in the game, Messi again starting the move there in a central area, plays it out to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba there with a good ball into Griezmann, who's taken up a position there on the left-hand side. Griezmann does well. He gets his head up. He sees the run of Messi. Of course, he knows where Messi is going to be. Griezmann plays it to Messi. The ball is that good that Messi doesn't have to take a first touch. He hits it first time, showing all of that confidence, all of that good finishing from today's game. It went in. Off the underside of the bar, Messi smashing Barca 3-1 ahead. And I love that goal. And I love that finish. A typical Barca move. And that is what we want to see. Messi, though, was not done there, and I do have to say, I think he was absolutely desperate in this game to get himself a hat-trick. Would have been his first hat-trick of the season, and he was really, really looking for that. Again, it was Pedri and Messi combining. Pedri laying him off there on the edge of the box. Again, almost a carbon copy of his hit the post from earlier. He curls it with his left foot, so close to going in once again, comes off the woodwork, and he was so unlucky right throughout that game not to add to his goal tally, because he was truly in the mood tonight, and those around him were doing great things. Pedri played well. Dembele on the right-hand side was a constant nuisance for Athletic Club. And also Griezmann as well wasn't involved all of the time. But when he was involved, he did some very good things there, not only going forward, but also helping us defensively too. And de Jong in midfield, I thought was absolutely brilliant. And of course, towards the end of the game, yes, Messi did give away a ball there that led to the goal. Muniain with a stunning finish for Athletic. But I think apart from the first few minutes and the last few minutes, Barca today, you've got to hold your hands up and say, we were very, very good. It was a tough game, but we handled it. We hit back after conceding, and I'm really happy with what we, as a team, have shown today. And I just want to show you here what this means, guys, in terms of the La Liga table, because Barca winning today, and the only game, of course, of this week of La Liga action, that sees us right there move up into third place in the league. And of course, that's not where we want to be, but it's small steps. It's game by game. It's win by win. We started the new year now. We beat Huesca. We moved on to this game. It's another away win that we've got under our belt. And as you can see now, we played the same amount of games as Real Madrid have. We're 5 points back, and it's up to us now. And looking at Atletico too, to close down that gap, we've got to keep ourselves there. We have to keep winning. And tonight, it was a challenge. It was a game that was going to test us in all different ways. And Koeman and his players, they handled that test. So please do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What did you make of the performance at San Mamés tonight? Hope you're all as happy as I was, and certainly they're looking at some of those goals. The goals there from Pedri, from Messi, the combination between those two players, and of course, like the others that I mentioned too, Dembele, Griezmann, de Jong, they were all getting involved in the play, and it was just really, really good to watch a Barca performance and actually sit back and say, you know what, we're enjoying this. Like I said in the last game, we want to be entertained. We want to go out there and see something that does excite us as a fan. Today, they tick those boxes, and we will thank them for that. But of course, we have to keep it going. Consistency now, that's the key. Please do leave those thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Of course, there is going to be more reaction and plenty more videos to come across both of my channels. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's game. To be honest, I should predict a draw a lot more often, because maybe then this might happen. I'll see you soon, guys, and thanks again. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.